Well, at least it hasn't been 2 months since the last video, so that's a good thing. And in the last two, I did some updates on what's been going on this end, and also did a blues progression with two different variants. So I will put the links to both of those down here so you can look those up. So for the next couple videos, we're going to be working on a kind of a jazz progression. Just stuff that I'll, when I'm in my cave where I do all my filming and stuff, I just work on different things, and some things pop up and I really like them, or there'll be things that maybe I've learned in the past. I may not remember where I learned them, but they popped up in a teaching somewhere, YouTube or whatever, and so I'm either playing them like I learned them, or I'm adding or subtracting or whatever. So this is going to be a jazz progression, and it depends on your level of where you are, beginner, intermediate, advanced, how easy it is for you. But I will teach it to you in such a way, hopefully, that with a little practice, you'll be able to do it, and then you can add to it from there. This is a movable progression too. So although we'll be starting on the 5th fret, you can move it up and down as you see fit. So what I want to do is break it in two. And we're going to work on the first half, and then when I come back for the next video, we'll work on the second half and put it all together. And then you could take it and play it however you want to. But I'm going to, if you go back to the very beginning, I kind of played it maybe what some would say is a little faster, some dampening and things like that. But what we're going to do this time is we're going to do it straight and slow, so that you can get your hand, your chording hand, used to moving. Now you'll notice I'm playing this on a soprano. Lately, pretty much because of my hand issue with my index finger, I've been playing all sopranos. So this one, the Ohana, and I've got a Kala, and I've got an HPL Enya. But pretty much between this, the Ohana, and the Kala, somewhere down the road, maybe a couple videos, I'm going to compare the three. Mostly just compare how they sound. Obviously, they're very different as far as being HPL, solid top with a laminate, or all solid wood like this Ohana. So I'm using soprano for a couple of reasons, mostly because of the shorter scale, easier to push the strings, and especially for this progression, the frets are closer together. I have very small hands, short fingers, so I can play it on a tenor, but it's really a lot more difficult as far as stretch wise. So you use, well, obviously whatever you're comfortable with. My preferred scale is soprano or concert. I also love baritone too. I'm just not a tenor guy really. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on the 5th fret. These are diminished 7th shapes, and they're movable. So we're going to take this, alternate the strings like this on the 5th fret, and then we're going to go to the 7th fret. So we're playing all 4 strings, and we're alternating our fingers. We're using all 4 fingers. So what I would suggest that you do initially is start on this. You can even start with these fingers on the 6th fret and move them up. But what you want to do is get comfortable with moving these 2 fingers, your ring and your small finger, up. You see what I'm doing there? Because you're going to be moving them down. So you want to get used to moving these. And initially, if you've never played this chord shape, that's going to feel very weird to you. And I want you to take it slow because having had a few hand injuries since I started playing guitar when I was like 11, I know there are tendons in your hands that you want to be careful with. So you want to just do this slowly, or just go, because that's going to be a big part of this progression. So just work on that. Sit down like I do, watch TV, watch the Washington Nationals lose again, which seems to be a habit. Just play it straight for now. Just do. And what you want is it to be all clear, not muted or no thuddy sounds in there. So once you get comfortable with that, this is what we're going to do. You're going to start with your on the 5th and the 7th, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, move down. And you can do it slower than that if you want to. Now these fingers here on the 5th fret are not moving. Those are kind of your anchor. So down. Now you're going to bar the 5th fret. And you're going to go back to this shape again on the 4th fret with the other fingers on the 5th. See that? 4th, 5th. So you can see you're just working your way down the scale, basically. So you're going to do this. Do it slow. Everybody wants to play fast. But you got to walk before you can run. So here we go. Bar. Okay? Very simple. After you get your fingers used to this position, at first it's going to, if you've never played a diminished 7th chord, it's going to feel very strange. It's going to be furious, but you can start together if you want to, and then slide up. So you've got these on the 5th, and you're on the 6th, and you go up to the 7th, but when you start the song, or progression, you're going to be here on the 7th, down to the 6th, bar the 5th, and then you're going to do them together on the 4th and the 5th. Same shape, no fret between. Okay, we'll do one more time. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to be difficult going from this to this to this. That's going to take a little bit of work unless you have been playing this shape for a while. You've been playing jazz. If you've been playing jazz, this is very simple. Now, did you notice when I was playing that I was not dampening with the fat of my hand? I was, and we talked about this with the blues progression too, is I was just letting up. So I was just releasing pressure. So here's holding down. Notice that rings. Same progression now, and I'm going to let up just pressure on my hand. You see that? Just let it up. Okay, so let's start there. Let's do something very simple. Work on that. Please go slow. And if this is something that's new to you, don't get discouraged because you're stretching your tendons in your hands. So if you may just want to start with your fingers together, 5th and 6th, and just play. Just get used to that shape because everything else basically is going to be around that shape. There'll be some other chords we'll add in the next video. So you can ring it or you can dampen it. Or sometimes I do both because I like to dampen it with my... I do both that way. All right. So next video we will complete the progression. I'll put the links down here for the blues, and then after that I think I'm going to do a comparison of the sopranos just so you can hear the difference because they're all different woods. And I like doing comparisons, and from the response on YouTube, people tend to like them also. So anyway, quickly, the finger is still not 100%. It's this last joint right here. And sometimes it hurts, sometimes it doesn't. You can see I can play all right and I can do bar chords. I don't play all day. I have to rest it, which is one of the reasons that I decided not to sign up for the Allegheny Uke Soiree, much to my chagrin. I'm going to not be there. I really wanted to be there, especially with the new facility, the Altoona Grand Hotel. Looks fantastic. I'm going to miss Mike and everybody. I just wasn't sure if I could play a whole weekend and not do damage to my finger. So next year, hopefully, everything will be healed up. Although I can play bar chords and stuff, it doesn't hurt at all. It's very, very odd. But hand injuries are part of being a musician, so it's not the first time. Hopefully, as I get older, it'll be the last, though. Okay, so links down here. Enjoy if you're going. I'll be praying that you guys have a great and a safe weekend. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.